So we're on our way to Cambridge now to meet Laura. She came and got trained in service accommodation, and one of the strategies that I teach in service accommodation is rent-to-serviced accommodation. She's implemented the training. She's renting property from the owners and with permission using them as short-term rental. She's created in a very short time a job replacing income, and it's really, really cool to be catching up with people that have come and learned how to do this, and their lives are completely different from when I met them. Hi Laura.
Hey Gav.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Good to see you.
And you, so where are we?
This is Diamond Penthouse. This is one of the 8 properties that we manage. Myself and Fatima, my business partner, but she's on her way, she'll be here soon.
And we're going to meet her later?
Yes,
fantastic. Should we have a look round?
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so this is the penthouse.
Amazing.
So we've got the living space through here, which is the living room and kitchen, and then the sleeping area and bathrooms is the other side.
Awesome.
Hello. Hey.
Hey Fats, you okay?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Cool.
How do you like it?
It's great.
So this is Fatima, my business partner.
Hello.
And we started the business together just over a year ago. We got our first property. So I'd come and done the training with Kev and Caroline, and then I was like, Fatima, I've had this idea. You need to go do the training and we're going to create this business together.
Which was insane.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a little look in the kitchen diner as well? Oh wow, we can't miss the foosball table.
This we actually got for free. Our first guest in our first property stayed for 2 months, and then a couple of weeks later we got a call, do you want some free furniture? And they were all moving out. I think they were going to Germany or something. Yeah. But there was all this furniture. So we got the foosball table, dartboard area. Yeah, you can pick it up and flip it over. So nice modern kitchen. It's got a fridge, freezer, oven. It's got a mini dishwasher in there as well, which is a really great selling point. We leave them like tea, coffee pods for the coffee machine. This property was actually on Airbnb before we took it on as well, and it's just very bland, wasn't it?
It was just kind of thrown in.
You're providing some goodies for your guests. So Terry's chocolate orange. We've got some cookies and some fizz. Oh, and a free Porsche. Can you actually give the guests a Porsche? Oh, right.
We know how to treat those guests.
Bribe them for better reviews.
Yeah. So this is the first double bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's got a sliding wall as well.
So we're going to have to move this a little bit.
Ta-da! So this one was pretty much fully furnished when we took it on, and usually we get them unfurnished. So like the beds, the artwork, the bedside table and tables were already here, so we've just added like the pops of colour, blankets, rugs, etc. We did have to replace those 2 beds because your daughter tested it out for us, didn't she, Fatima? And she was like, these beds are awful.
We had a New Year's Eve party here, didn't we? Yeah. To showcase the place to a lot of people, and they ended up staying the night, and she was like, we got really good feedback from her in regards to what needed changes and what didn't.
That's really cool. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, oh, the beds are there, they're not brilliant, but we'll make do. No. The bed, as you guys know, it's so important, isn't it? Having the right bed, so it's worth the extra money to get the beds sorted out. And also, what you just mentioned is you had people in, stay, give you feedback, and that's really, really cool as well.
Yeah, so we did the same thing in the Peterborough house, didn't we?
This room's fab. Okay,
yeah, this is the master room, so it's got the ensuite as well with shower.
Because you're doing SA, the one thing I've realised, a lot of people spend a lot of time and effort painting and decorating, and unless you really need it, don't do it. Because people end up spending £2,000-3,000 just in the staging, and then they're like trying to catch up over the months. But we just felt like really good artwork, really vibrant colours, keep it nice and clean.
And that's one thing that really stood out on the training as well, was having really good pictures and doing the listing optimisation as well, and just seeing it pop and stand out from everyone else on Airbnb.
Makes a massive difference.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at just how many Airbnb short-term rental properties are just people's iPhones, and thinking that they're saving themselves money, they're costing themselves a fortune, right? And you ladies know that the photos are selling the property.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had a videographer come in here and do a video as well, because it was such a good property to have on our portfolio that we were just like, fine, let's just invest a little bit in here, and then we can push it, and we can use it on our website, So
We did like nighttime shots, didn't we? We had the drone coming in from like out there to us on the balcony and doing the tour and everything. It was great, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So we have a look in here. Nice big shower, extractor fan that works. We
Yes.
like it, but it's not too loud. I quite like the fact that it's not too
Yeah,
loud,
some are really loud, aren't
people won't be turning them off. Somewhere to put the electric toothbrush.
Yes.
The amount of times you're like, oh, where's
Where's
this
it
going to go?
go?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's good that there's a nice shelf, hand towel behind there, bath mat, some lady products in the cupboard as well, so that nobody gets caught short. We just try to
Fantastic.
think, if you've been travelling all day and then you come in.
You want your initial stuff
Yeah.
in the
What
property,
have you
and then
got?
if you're staying for a long time, you can go and get a shot.
Yeah. So this is our balcony. Come on out. So you can see the beautiful Cambridge skyline. We had our New Year's Eve party here as well, so it was like awash with fireworks at midnight. It was stunning.
So this is a rent-to-service accommodation, yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of people have got a perception that you need a lot of money to be getting into property. But why don't you just tell us about this one and your investment, your outlay, what sort of turnover are you doing, what sort of profit are you getting from this penthouse apartment?
Yeah, sure. So this one was fantastic to take on. Like you said, we both always wanted to get into property, but we just couldn't afford it through traditional routes. So rent-to-serviced accommodation was perfect for us. We pay £1,800 a month rent, and then it already came furnished, which was really handy. So we just spent about an extra grand just to zhuzh it up and put our
Zhuzh
stamp.
it up. Okay,
Zhuzh
am
it
I
up.
pronouncing it right? Zhuzh it up?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
isn't it?
good.
That's going to be the
But
new
we
word.
did negotiate the rent. So I think it's really important we definitely negotiate the rent
Yeah.
because you want to try and
Yeah. It's actually really cheap for Cambridge as well, so don't
Yeah.
tell the owners.
But I mean, one of the key points there is the owners know that you're going to be keeping it in show home conditions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is that worth them accepting a little bit less rent for keeping the property in show
Definitely.
home
They
condition?
even came round, a couple of months ago? Just,
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were doing, evaluation for their mortgage or something.
Yeah.
And they messaged to say thank you so much for the condition you're keeping it in. So
Fantastic. All right, so let's talk Turkey. What about
Okay.
what about numbers? What's
So
going on? So your
numbers-
outlay was £1,000 to
Yeah.
zhuzh it up. So artwork and stuff.
That is literally your favourite word now.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm so down with the kids now. It's just, Okay, so what's
okay,
going on?
so we are roughly getting between £5,000 to £6,000 per month.
That's turnover.
That's turnover.
Yeah.
And then our profit, our cash flow is about 2 to 3 grand a month. And we've actually just been putting our prices up because we've had some great reviews, and we think we're fully booked for July already, and
Yeah.
we're about 50% booked out for August. So, and I remember from the training, if you're that booked that far in advance, you need to pick your prices up. So that profit's just going to go up.
What ROI is that on £1,000 worth of outlay? I mean,
Oh
this
gosh,
is just.
we're going to have to get a clever person from the comments to put that in.
This is insane.
Who's good
So
at
times
maths?
that by 12 and we can work out what the annual return on
Yeah.
investment is on £1,000. I mean, let's face it, in your first month you've got that £1,000 back, and then the ROI is infinite. I mean, this is awesome. So
A
you,
lot of people worried, don't they, about getting started because of cash. I was worried.
And it sounds too good to be true as well.
Yeah.
And literally, when I was buying the training, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Is this a scam? Is this? But no, it's literally the best decision.
Yeah, because you do, and I think it was you who said it, or someone said it. They said, don't worry about your credit cards. They're there to be used. Don't worry about the cash flow because your properties are going to pay all of those back. So that's what we do.
A little bit of pain.
it's a good point.
Yeah.
There is good debt and there's bad debt.
Yes.
And good debt is debt that helps you to create an asset that pays off
Yeah.
that debt. And then you pay off that debt, and you also pay off any bad debt that you've got, and then you've leveraged good debt
All
in
of
order
our
to do
credit
that.
cards are on the business. All the businesses returning all of that money
Yeah.
monthly.
Yeah,
So-
because we maxed out a few credit cards, didn't we? To like set up the properties initially, and we were like, it's going to be worth. We just had such
It's because
relief.
we had them so fast. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but it's because we had property after property after property. But if you take your time, you can always recoup and then do it. But we were like, no.
We use investor money,
Yeah.
like you always tell us to do as well. But I think at first, when you don't have those connections and you're like, oh, you've got to do everything by yourself, and it's really changing your mindset.
Giving them a better rate of return
Yeah.
than they're getting in
Yeah.
the bank. I mean, that's a win-win, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys, before you came on our training at Progressive, you probably were thinking, well, it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
A lot of other people out there are thinking, well, it's just too good to be true. What would you say to those people?
It is too good. It's really good. take the leap, have faith in yourself.
Yeah.
If you believe in yourself, and every time we go back to Progressive, there's always the same people, which was us. So we share the story, and we're like,
it can be stressful because I've got 3 kids, and I was working nearly 60 hours a week to try and provide, but I was never there. So I'm never around. So my youngest is autistic. He has numerous health issues. Myself and my friends are like a joint collective of like nurturing and looking after him, and it's great because you have that family around you. But the panic of going away from that regular income every month was so immense, but I had complete faith after I'd known what everything was about, and I just thought, you know what, no, I'm going to do this. And now I'm still partially working, but
we're phasing it out, aren't
we're phasing it out.
1 year from now, what do you reckon is going to be your cash flow? Because you got to set your destination.
Yeah,
in your sat nav,
definitely.
right?
So our next goal is 50k a month cash flow.
50k a month cash flow.
Yeah.
Now, based on what you've currently got going, then that's very achievable by scaling a wee bit more. Then there's always going to be a demand for short-term rent. I mean, can you imagine somebody saying, "Oh, I don't think Airbnb is going to be a thing next year"? I mean, what utter nonsense is that? It's just silly.
And there's something on the progressive that I think, even over COVID, because she'd started previously, she housed all the nurses and doctors.
Yeah, there's always another opportunity.
Even in construction, no construction actually stopped over COVID. They were still going.
When COVID happened, the people that were part of my service accommodation community, we just effectively showed them how they could still stay open, still operate by accommodating key workers, and just drive them to your own website, etc. So if SA works in a pandemic full lockdown, then it works under normal situations.
And I think it's one of the few things that it does, because there's not much that was operational at that point.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so important to have like your training in the community that you guys have, because especially on the mentorship, like it's fantastic. You can go and bounce ideas off of each other, and Kev keeps us updated with news. And
surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah,
It makes it a lot easier, because otherwise all you're getting is the neckheads and the people that are watching the mainstream media and reading the newspapers and all the doom and gloom stuff.
They said, who's they?
So like Fatima and Laura, if you want to get started in serviced accommodation, I've actually created a report. Well, actually it's an ebook, but it is free. Click on the link below or go into the comments and download that free report to get you started in service accommodation, just like these ladies have done.
Do it now.
So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Laura. And from me, thank you for watching. I'm the Property Soldier, and remember, your future needs you.